Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, August 29th. Hurricane Isaac moved ashore last night in southeastern Louisiana. It is still classified as a hurricane this morning with sustained winds at 80 miles per hour and gusting up to 95 miles per hour. Flooding is a major concern for Louisiana and parts of Mississippi as well over the next 24 hours, as the slow movement of this tropical system will just inundate that area with tremendous amounts of rainfall over the next 24 hours or so. I expect to see some reports of 20 inches or more, and of course that will cause some serious flooding in Louisiana and Mississippi. Let's get right to it. We'll focus in on Isaac over the next several minutes. Here's the latest surface map, and again, it is moving very slowly this morning. It's situated almost where it came ashore last night over southeastern Louisiana. The latest movement has it moving northwest at 5 miles per hour. It is a very slow mover, and we talked about this a few days ago, the fact that it looked like there was indications that it would almost stall out after it came ashore, just leading to the potential for these tremendous amounts of rainfall that I expect to see over the next 24 hours. Longer term, once it gets by Louisiana, it is still projected to go up towards Arkansas and Missouri, and then kind of loop back to the east, and very well could contribute to some rainfall in the Mid-Atlantic region, perhaps Sunday or Monday time frame towards the end of the Labor Day weekend. Elsewhere in the country, not much going on. Another hot day out here in Colorado. Temperatures way up in the 90s and quite pleasant right here along the west coast in Los Angeles, for example. Well, let's look at a couple of different satellite views over the next couple of minutes, as well as a radar loop that really tell the story here. First of all, this is from the Wisconsin SSEC website, and it's a colorized IR image. But notice the extent of this particular system. It's still a very healthy looking storm that yesterday dumped several inches of rain all the way up into the Carolinas, and it just still looks very healthy this morning, and in fact it is. It's still classified as a hurricane, even though it did come ashore yesterday, and it really poses some serious flooding potential for Louisiana and Mississippi. The outflow is indicative of a very healthy storm, and we expect it to maintain some quite strong status for the rest of the day into tonight, and because of its slow movement, it just will pound away for hour after hour on Louisiana and Mississippi with strong winds and heavy rain. There's actually another tropical system out here now. I believe it's called Carl right now, and it's way out in the Atlantic of no threat to land, and looks very, very minor compared to the current look to Isaac right over southeastern Louisiana. Here's a close-up view of Isaac, a colorized infrared image loop from the Penn State EWOL site. The main thing I want to point out here is it actually looks like it is not weakening. You can actually see by the bright colors here that earlier in the loop, right here, it was actually a little bit weaker looking than it does appear in the latter frames here. So there's really no signs of weakening at this point, which of course does not bode well for that particular part of the country, as it will continue to pound away for 24 hours or so with just tremendous rainfall as well as strong winds. There still continue to be sustained winds at 80 miles per hour, and again, very slow movement. Official measurement a couple hours ago had the movement at 5 miles per hour to the northwest, meaning it'll take a long time to get through this area. Here's the current radar loop for the last few hours, and again, this is really showing how slow moving the Isaac is right now. There's kind of an eye right here with very little in terms of radar echoes, but the whole thing over a couple hour period just kind of spins along and rolls along the southeastern coast of Louisiana, and all day long these heavy bands of rain will move on in from the Gulf of Mexico into Louisiana and Mississippi, and I expect to see some reports of 20 inches or more by the time tomorrow afternoon rolls around in that part of the country. Well, I thought I'd show this particular model once again. This is the HWRF, a hurricane model, special hurricane model that NOAA runs, and this shows the track all the way to about Monday, Labor Day. Right here is the Gulf of Mexico and the coastline right here. Here's the beginning, and notice the storm moves up through Louisiana and continues to head towards Arkansas and the Missouri, and then loops back to the east. Again, it could possibly produce some rain in the Mid-Atlantic region, and right here is Pennsylvania, right here, towards the latter part of the weekend, Sunday, Monday time frame, may interact with the frontal system, and we'll just wait and see on that. But over the next 24 hours, very slow movement, and it will not escape the Louisiana area over the next 24 hours. Hence, the major concern for some serious flooding in that area. So we'll continue to update things later on today at the SIweather.com. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.